What's going on, people? It is Irish Connor HD here, you can call me Irish, and today we're going to be having a look at Stranded Deep, which is a early access game. I usually avoid them like a plague. I got burned with DayZ, and pretty much I've been staying away like most people have. Hopefully, I would hope that the trend is going that way. But yeah, so I've pretty much been staying away from them, except this just caught my eye. I was on the computer for like an hour while I couldn't sleep this morning. And I was looking at Steam, checking out some games, and I refreshed the page, and this showed up. Apparently, it only went up on early access yesterday. It's by a team called Beam Team, I believe. I believe it's their first game. It is still fairly early, but it's been in development since at least February 2013. I've seen posts going back that far about it, so they've been working on it for quite a while. It's a great looking game. Basically, you're going to see what's happened. What happens, I'm just going to start a new game. This could overwrite your previous save. No, I backed that up. So it doesn't have any kind of save management, unfortunately, at the minute. So you kind of do have to manually. I'm just going to turn on the game sound there, but no, I can't. Right, so this is it. So you start off. You're in an airplane, basically. You're in your own private jet. Not a bad life, huh? So then it asks you to go down and make a martini, and this is basically just the crafting tutorial. So, highlight it, hold the button down, craft martini. Nice. Shaken, not stirred, I do believe. Press tab, get my lighter, light that baby. Right. E to pick it up, left mouse to drink it. Again, it's all just the tutorials. It's fairly common. I actually really like it's a lot of these kind of individual games, or not individual, indie games can kind of mess up the control systems a lot and put buttons on weird keys. It's all fairly straightforward. It's all more or less where you'd expect it to be. But yeah, so basically now we're having some trouble. Oh no. Random paper airplanes are getting fired from nowhere, it would seem. Apologies if I just started shouting, but the game is really loud. I'm going to have to turn it down a bit in my actual headset since I can't get to the settings. Yeah, and apologies, I was probably mumbling there. So, alright. So, obviously, as you can see there, bad things just happened. Plane crashed, and now we have to make our way out. So, just make sure that there's nothing of value that we can take. Doesn't look like it, so catch a breath of air, and out we go. So, that is the start of it. That's basically the setting of the game. It's nighttime, our plane has crashed, and we start off with just a life raft. So in the life raft we get, and as far as I know, it's cutscene. Yep. And then we get blasted off into eternity. So excuse me. So basically the idea of the game is Castaway. If any of you have ever seen the film Castaway with Tom Hanks, that's pretty much the idea. So you start now. It's random. It's procedurally generated. Sorry. So all those islands that you see off in the distance, they are kind of just like placeholder sprites, and then as you get closer to them, within a certain distance, of course, the actual 3D model of the randomly generated islands will pop in. It'll be a different one every time. So there you go. Pick up the paddle. So you start off with a lighter, a pocket knife, empty water bottle, and a paddle. So let's paddle your own canoe, as Ron Swanson would say. So we need to get to the land and see what we can find. So basically, again, it's a survival game. There's no monsters. There's no zombie aspect to it. Nothing like that. Thankfully, which is why I actually bought it. Because it doesn't have any of that zombie nonsense that's been going around. So yeah, so then like everything is controlled. Like I can pick up this life raft now and bring it in. If I build a base, I can create a room for it or whatever. But yeah, so it's basically just as soon as you get get on the island, just start looking around. So what you want to do first is typically build a fire. At least that's what I've done that's what I did in the save that I started earlier on. Right, there's a rock. So basically you need a rock. Well, you need multiple rocks if you can find them. Some islands don't have any rocks, which is really annoying. This one has loads, which is awesome. Crabs there for the eatings. And keep an eye out for any more rocks. Rocks are used to make tools, basically. If I didn't... Oh, toolkit right in the top. That's handy. What is that? Oh, duct tape. I didn't find that in my last save. Cool. I'm probably going to find a lot of stuff that I didn't find in my last take. What we got? Yeah, so rocks are used to make tools. Oh, sweet. We've got a good few. One of the problems on my... Oh, 2 toolkits. That is very nice. And an axe. Oh, that's a good start. Excellent. Right. So I was going to say you need a rock to cut down trees, but obviously I've just been fortunate enough to find an axe. So I know with the one that you make out of rock and the what do you call it? Like the sticks that you get from taking a tree, it takes like 10 knocks to do each stage. So as you can see there, 10 or a certain amount of hits takes it down. Then it becomes a trunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not going to be 10 as well, surely. Oh, 8. Okay, that's not too bad. But then you have to do 8 again. So then you get a log, and I'm sure in the future there'll be things that you can build with logs. But basically, you want to get them straight down to sticks now as soon as possible. And there you go. Once you've collected the sticks, there's a coconut. Hit it again. No space, so I can just chuck down my rocks there. And like things, it's pretty cool because so I've drunk that. Press F to bring up your watch. That'll show you the time, the temperature, the date, how many days you've survived, and then if you left click, it will show you your vitals, so your health, your food, and your water. Right, I can get rid of that. That's still, so as you can see there, that has a progress bar in it. So there is actually there's still coconut juice there to drink. So it's not entirely worth chucking away. But again, for now, we want the rocks more so than anything else. We shall put the sticks. Basically, there's no real way to keep stuff safe other than the fact that it doesn't despawn and it all falls down into nice neat piles that you can then like individually drag the rocks, drag the things around. So you can kind of just leave them anywhere, and you will be pretty much good to go. So there is a lot of what would you call it? There's a lot of this basically, a lot of hacking of trees because wood is one of your biggest resources basically. You make the fire out of the wood. You make your kind of what would you call it? Shelter basically out of the wood. With these palm trees now, when I get the last little thing there, I'll be able to get the leaves off the top, use that for a bed, use that for shelter for the roof of the shelter that I build. But yeah, so again, I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this. If anything, if things just are taking way too long and I need to cut stuff out, I'll probably just like make it a more kind of snappy, I'll edit it so it's not as boring basically for you guys to watch. Chuck this back over there, and the axe is pretty durable, which is good. So again, they have durability meters on the weapon, so like they like one. I think I forgot to finish that point earlier. The axe running out basically. If you run out of an axe, if you run out of materials and you start to get hungry and you don't think you're going to be able to survive basically, and you're not able to make a knife. Essentially is what I'm saying. If you're not able to make another axe to be able to cut down trees, your game sort of is over from what I can see. I don't know, I'll have to continue on my original world and go and see what I can do about it. But I ran out of what do you call it? Potato plant. Potatoes you can eat raw, which is really handy. Crab, no. They only give you a small little bit of health each time now, but you can eat them raw, so you don't have to cook them on the fire and stuff, which is handy, which is pretty handy. Yucca, this is for lashings, for like making. You need lashing for, as you could probably imagine. Oh, no space, that's why. Yeah, I'm hungry. Might as well eat the potato. Yeah, you use lashing for, as you can imagine, like crafting anything that needs to be lashed together, essentially. We should be back up to full health. Sweet. Take our lashings back. So, where'd it go? There we go. Right, so we're gathering up our supplies now. When you've got stuff that can be created, it drops down the menu here. You hold down left button and you can make campfire. Just in particular with these tools here, like a campfire is 5 sticks. So as you can see, we've got plenty of sticks there. Physics is a little bit funky, but however, is that a big crab? The bigger crabs seem to heal you more, so. Oh, that's definitely a big one. leave him over here. No particular reason for why this stuff is here. Just somewhere to put it, basically. The misleading thing is with the way the field of view works. If you look at the island that's off in the distance there, it looks like it's really, really close. Like, it looks like it's not that far away at all. And then you realize, oh, okay, it's not close at all. Yeah, let's go have a look around the island a little bit. I think I already looked at that. So basically, as well as the islands, there is shipwrecks, as you can probably see here, but like big actual shipwrecks. And what they have is loot, essentially, just lots of different lots of different stuff that you can get. I found a torch in one of them. No batteries though, so I don't know. I'm assuming you have to get the batteries separately. The cool thing about this game, or well, it's a cool thing, but it's also an awful thing, in that can't kill them with a knife. It's a bad thing in that I absolutely hate it, but like when you get to a certain distance out, the underwater is really, really, really freaky. Like, the only thing that's in the water is sharks. But God Almighty, if you're like me, there's something about the deep sea that is absolutely petrifying. It's quiet and It's quiet and eerie and just no good for people like me that don't enjoy that kind of thing. So, yeah, it can be pretty freaky when you get out into that kind of place. But I'm gonna see now. I'm trying to think what to do. So there's the initial supply. So we did get lucky with these toolboxes. There's definitely nothing else in them, no. Right, I'm going to now. So you can climb these trees rather than having. If you only need the coconuts, if all you're trying to do is get some coconuts, you can just basically climb to the top of the tree. As far as I know, you just stay there. Okay, that's handy. Now let's look over and see if we can see any glinting from a boat, because I believe that's a thing you can do. Like, if the conditions are good, you can look out onto the horizon, and if there is like a boat, a shipwreck that's in the right position, basically you'll be able to see the waves breaking around the top of it, basically. But I cannot seem to see anybody. See anything rather. 1, 2, 3 islands. That one definitely seems to be the closest. So I think we're gonna. Oh God! Why did I take damage from that? Yeah, I suppose the game is still very early access, so to be expected. What the hell's my health looking? Back up to full. That's okay. Right. So all the tools are there, or all our equipment is there. I think I'm gonna jump in the raft. What have I got with me? So, and basically anything that I don't need, I'm just gonna leave on the island over here. Where did I leave the stuff? Oh, it's down here. Sorry. Yeah. So anything I don't need, I'm just gonna leave on the island, and we're gonna jump in the dinghy. That's a really. No, I'm gonna keep that on me. Yeah, I'm going to leave on this island, and then I'm going to go to that one that looks like it's pretty close. I can't obviously say for sure how close it is, but it definitely looks like it's closer than that one all the way out there, which you can't even really see, or the other one that's over the far side. Another problem with this game is that even like your watch doesn't have a, what do you call it, a compass, basically. So you have no idea, other than the old school way of using the sun, basically. There's no real way of being able to tell which direction is what. So I'm just trying to drag this back into the water. Let's climb aboard, sailor. Or not. I think we're in the water now. Right, so apparently I've seen a thing. Oh, no. Okay. I need that. Apparently if you... Yeah. Oh my God, it works. Okay, so that's a nice little glitch. That's getting us going. That's a nice speed, to be completely honest. Because if you don't use that, basically what you have to do is paddle your own canoe, as you've seen at the beginning. I just forgot that I showed you that, and this makes it a lot easier. No. Oh, that was close. Ah, Jesus. Again, early access, people. Don't worry too much. Right, I think we're gone. Oh, more islands have spawned in on the distance. I can't tell if we're moving or not. Can we? Sorry, I know it's quiet, but it was working fine. It was working perfectly, and now I can't get it to go. Why won't it work? I think we're going. God damn it. No! No! Not my paddle! Not my paddle! Oh god. Oh, that's scary. See what I mean? And like the ocean floor, again, it's all modelled and stuff. But it's too spooky for me, so I'm going to get the hell out of here and get back on my boat. And since it... What the hell? Get on the boat. Right, we did make it very far, but where was the island that I thought was close? See, this is the problem. That's the original island. I think that was the one that I thought was closest. Right, so now I'm gonna have to just manually go ahead. It's, as I said, it's quite tedious, and I've ran into the problem where the what's it called, life raft basically will just disappear. It's not fun at all. It will just disappear like about halfway across the ocean. The life raft just disappears, and you're left to basically defend for yourself, and it sucks. Like, it plays this really creepy noise when sharks come around. I haven't actually been attacked by a shark yet. I've seen in like 2 or 3 of them. Actually, at one stage when I was like really far out, I was like 2 or 3 islands away from the base island where I spawned. I seen what must have been just a bug, and oh god, there he is. Da, 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 da. Tag a shark. Right. He's not doing us any harm. So he won't actually attack you when you're in the lifeboat. I keep wanting to say the rib, but it's not actually a rib. So I believe that is the one. So it's getting dark as well. I just noticed that's not good at all. But yeah, sorry. I seen 3 sharks' fins sticking out the top of the water, all like within a couple of feet of each other, just off to my side when I was, again, as I said, when I was a couple of islands away from home. So that was a pretty scary moment, to say the least. But yeah, I'm gonna get to this island. I'm not actually gonna do like I don't think I'm gonna end up doing. Oh god, stay in the boat. I don't think I'm actually gonna do like a full like let's play around like that on this. But I just wanted to show you the basics of what this game is about. It is a bit like the sea equivalent of DayZ being a walking simulator. It is a bit of a swimming simulator once you reach a certain point. But as you can see here, this island has spawned in itself. And you can see one just popped up behind it. They kind of look like tall ships in the background. Until they actually spawn in, they kind of look a bit like tall ships, which is kind of cool. But basically, the way I'm going to get back to the main island, if I choose to stay on in this world, will be to head back towards the sun. Because that's where we came from. The sun is setting behind us. So, just head towards the sun. I can never... Is that another shark? Yeah, pretty sure it is. Is it? Yep. Or should I say, nope, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Yeah, like the brutal thing about me is, I know the phrase, the sun rises in the blah and sets in the blah, but I can't remember for the feckin' life of me what blah is. I can never remember what, oh god, get in the boat. So obviously that's a bug where your player doesn't keep up with the boat when it pushes itself forward, so eventually you will just fall out or whatever. But yeah, so here we go. Here's the nighttime aspect. I suppose I'll finish up on this when I do get to the island. There's also a funny bug where even though I'm out of the water, when I use the Rowan animation, it still plays the sound of splashing water, so that's kind of strange. So you do have the lighter that can be used to light up small spaces around you. I think I might just build a campfire though. Assuming I can find 5 sticks. I don't really want to go around and have to actually manually find them, or manually chop them down. There's 2. There's a boat. I can show you a boat. That's good. Hopefully there's something on it. I found about 3 or 4 boats in my original world, and I found nothing, which was kind of disappointing. But yeah, so any more wood just laying about. See, that's the thing. Like because it's all randomly generated, some islands will have like, as you seen, we picked up a good few, like rocks and pieces of wood and sticks and stuff like that, just on the ground. Where on this island there was 2, so we will actually have to chop down a tree now to make a fire. And basically, it's just a fire is, I believe it's 5 wooden sticks, and then you just click on it with the lighter, and then that gives you some light to see what you're doing, which is always handy. And it also helps you can cook food, because if you try and eat the crabs if you try and eat crabs in particular without cooking them, you'll get you definitely get sick. There's like an animation for getting sick, like the screen goes black, and there's an animation for like puke basically coming out, which is pretty great. Right, there's our sticks. I wish it would auto select to the next thing. That's one of the things that I hope comes out in the next update. Is a here we go. So usually I'll place it like in the middle or in shelter or something like that. But again, there's no real reason, since I probably won't be continuing in this world unless it turns out to be amazing. But another thing you can do that I would like to do, but again, it's a really fun game to play by yourself. But for video purposes, we're already 22 minutes in here, and all I've done is travel to a second world. Again, depending on how I cut this up, it might not actually be 22 minutes for you guys, but I'm looking at the Audacity recorder now, and it's at 22.5 minutes. So I want to go and explore the boat, but what I was going to say was that I would like to build a bed basically and sleep, because I would imagine if it's like Minecraft, sleeping will advance time a little bit and make it daytime. Is there anything at all? The good thing is that the lighter doesn't seem to have any kind of wear out time at all, so that's pretty good. And it's really dark and 3 spoopy 5 me. And also, once again, nothing. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong or if there's just genuinely nothing here, but none of these boats that I found have anything on them. Hey, the watch glows in the dark. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but usually, if you are lucky, and if you are looking in the right place, oh god, I'm stuck. The claustrophobia is real. Get me out. I'm gonna die. Oh god, that was close. Okay. So I'm getting hungry and I'm a little bit thirsty. What the hell was that? It's just been the water. But yeah, as you can see, so basically these boats spawn in. There's bigger ones. I think this is the smallest one. A lot of them are at the bottom of the sea, and they'll have like a mast sticking out the top that'll let you know their location. But there is ones just randomly under there that you will only get by basically exploring under the water. Let's see, what can I show you? The fire as well. If your campfire is getting low, you can just stick another stick on it. So as you see me just do there, just select a stick in your inventory, put it on, and it'll keep the campfire going. I suppose since I need to eat anyway, there's no real elegant way of doing this. You kind of have to just right click it to hold it and hold it over basically. I don't know how long exactly. Yeah, see, it fell off. I don't know how long exactly. It doesn't seem to have any set time that you need to hold it over for before it's not going to give you the food poisoning. But it's a long time basically. It's a good while. But yeah, so that's basically the way you cook food. I think if you find a bucky, you can purify water and stuff like that as well. But yeah, it's a really, really fun game. I played it for about 2 hours straight this morning and didn't get bored, which is a very unusual thing for me. A lot of the times, even games like Battlefield that you would think I would technically enjoy, spending hours and hours upon, I can only play a couple of rounds. So let's hope Did I get the... Oh, that's a bug. Fire just disappears. Right, yeah, so I cooked that long enough, which is good. Green coconut. That'll give me my thirst back. Let's have a look at my watch. Yep, so I'm thirsty, or I'm quenched, and I'm not really that hungry anymore. So I think that's about the time to wrap up. They're like just the basic mechanics of it. It's basically what you do. There is like building a house, as I said, like you can build a foundation and supports and a roof and walls and stuff like that. Again, it's just a really time consuming process. Even with the axe, it's gone down from taking 10 hits. Sorry, not 10 hits. It's gone from taking 10 hits to 8 hits, which still takes a long time, since you have to do it like 3 times for each thing to get each stick. So maybe that kind of needs to be rebalanced. But again, as you always have to keep pointing out these things, it's early access. Very, very fun game though. If you like this kind of idea of Castaway, survivor, survival kind of thing, it's a very, very fun game to play. But that is about it. We have fire, we have food, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up. Definitely check the game out. It's on Steam now, early access for 15 quid, I believe. Definitely worth a look. Also, keep an eye out for the Easter egg. Not in my video, I haven't seen it, but there's an Easter egg. I won't spoil it for you in case you wanted to discover it for yourself. But there's a very funny Easter egg that's definitely worth checking out. It's good stuff. So again, that's it. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.